Hey guys, yet last night I had a call with Southern Alberta Women in Business. It was kind of like a Zoom meeting, maybe, and I presented on the six human needs. And I had gotten a question after that because one of the ladies, she was asking how we could use the six human needs as a business owner to make tough decisions. So, and the example she used was for, say, if you were going to part ways with a client, whether you were going to kind of fire a client or whether you wanted a relationship to continue or not. And I answered the question, but I've been thinking about it quite a lot. And so I want to go back there and I want to talk about it a little bit more because I think I have a better answer. And so if you need some background on what the six human needs are, you could just Google it. It's something that Tony Robbins has discovered after working through with thousands and thousands of people. He figured out what is universal for all of us. What are these needs that we're all going to have met, and we can use those in really really awesome ways in our business. And so one of them is to make decisions. And I had answered from a basis of kind of how you can use these needs to fulfill your client's needs and to identify what need is being fulfilled by your client. But the thing is that people are really unique in how they fulfill their needs. And when you are trying to decide if you want to continue doing business in a certain way, if you want to continue doing business with specific people, you need to ask yourself what needs your business is trying to fulfill in your life. What kind of business do you want to be running? Because the thing is that a lot of times we put our own needs last and we put our own needs on the back burner. But and the thing is that there's no right or wrong answer. It's your answer. It's what is this business providing for you? Is it providing some stability for your family so you have a very predictable income every month where you know that you're not going to get fired, you know that you have control over your own hours? Is that what your business is fulfilling for you? Because if that's the case, if that's what your business is for in your life for you, maybe your client is really volatile and is not giving you any of that reliability and that security and that safety because they're all over the map, and it's adding extra stress into your life, because which is not something you want, because this is just supposed to be something that's operating over here really smooth so you can really focus on your kids, because maybe you're a working mom and you have this business running to provide some income and some security so you can focus more attention on your kids. Well, all of a sudden, if you've got something happening in that business that is taking that away, you're not going to want to tolerate that. You're not going to want to put up with that. But for example, if maybe your business is fulfilling a different need, maybe your business is fulfilling the need for, I don't know, it could be all kinds of things. Some stimulation in your life, some excitement, some variety. It could be to contribute to show contribution, show growth. And maybe if you're doing this business to challenge yourself, let's say if you're doing it for growth, you're doing it as something to challenge yourself, you want to figure it out, you want to master something or learn all about business, and you have a client that is challenging, is you're struggling, okay? Same exact scenario. They're causing stress on you because you don't know the answers, you don't know how to help them, and you have to spend all this extra time, energy, and money on figuring out how to solve their problem for them. But you know that once that problem is solved, you will have grown and you will be at the next level. Your company will have grown because you'll have solved that problem. And now that you've solved that problem for this specific person, you'll be able to solve it for many more in the future. And so maybe that's something that you want to take on and you want to spend your energy on. All right. So that's where I feel like this is maybe a little bit better answer to that specific question, because, we are always, because as business owners, we're trying to solve problems for other people and have them pay us money. And so we really get caught up in how to service their needs. And sometimes we forget what we got into business for in the first place and what we're doing here. And you know what? That is going to be revolving as your stages of life change. You know, you might have started this business because you wanted to grow and you wanted to achieve something amazing, and then all of a sudden 5 years later you have kids and now you have a family and you're trying to shift your focus more to your children. So the answers to this question are always going to be changing. But that's why it's so important to slow down and really take the time to observe what purpose you want your business to have in your life. And so while 5 years ago you would have never hired a manager to take over everything and to pay them well to run your business, you would have never done that 5 years ago because you had the time and you were trying to achieve and build this thing and grow it to an amazing level. You would have never done that 5 years ago. But maybe now you've got kids at home and you don't want those stresses anymore. And so you would do that. But a lot of times we don't stop and think. We just say, no one could ever do what I'm doing here. And whenever we say those kinds of things, that's because all of our importance, all of our ideas we want to be unique. We want to be the only one that can do it. We want to be the only one that could ever do this job because that gives us a level of importance. It fills a need inside of us for achievement. And so we stop and we don't go to the next level because we think that no one else can do it, which is not true. Anybody can do anything who is taught properly, and they could probably bring all kinds of new ideas to even make it better. But if that's true, that means you're not important anymore. And some people will never grow their business to a new level because they will not give up how important they are and how much of their identity is tied up in that business. So I wanted to just extend that extra answer to the question because I don't know if I did a real bang-up job yesterday in answering it. So I wanted to put this out there for anybody who is still just a little bit extra interested, because I think a lot of times we focus just a little bit too much on filling other people's needs in the ways that are going to be great for them and healthy for them, and we don't spend enough time reflecting on why the heck we're doing what we're doing. So I hope this helps you guys out, and I hope we talk soon.